Well, hey guys, welcome back to Sip of Joelle, where you get a little taste of my mind. I have been procrastinating this for a very long time, doing my vlogs, and I don't know why. I'm just like so scared to do it all of a sudden. I used to be doing like hella videos, if some of y'all have been there with me since the beginning. But I feel like I always thought that I had to be perfect in some type of way, and that's just not realistic. And you guys don't want me to be like perfect, you know? You guys want to see the real me, and excuse me, I want to show y'all the real me too. Am I scared to do that? Yes. But it's time to rip that motherfucking band-aid off and just fucking do it. Because like, what do I have to lose at this point? Nothing. And I feel like, well, duh, like I want to be more authentic with my community and obviously like make these vlog videos, but I can't keep waiting for the perfect moment to happen. So we're just gonna chit chat while I clean my studio right now. It is a goddamn mess in here. Let's give you the tour of right now. This is how messy my studio is. It has been being used. And, you know, that's okay as long as we stop to take a little reset. And speaking of resets, hold on, let's see if I can put this on my oil table and get the full view. Yeah. As some of y'all know, I've been on my addiction recovery journey. And shit, y'all, we done goofed. I was in active addiction for the past 2 months. I believe it kind of started in like February or end of January, and I finally realized I do not have control anymore over myself and this drug. And I never have, and I never will, and I have to accept that. So while yes, the past 2 months were fun as fuck doing my drug, I ended up doing too much of it and kind of was like, oh shit, I need help. And immediately called up my partner and I was like, hey, I need help. And he immediately came over and held me while I cried my eyes out and accepted that I gotta, oh my God, the hot glue gun was plugged in for the whole weekend. Oops. Kind of just held me while I cried and grieved what I have to do. Because it's never easy. It's like, I have a painting about this, and it's literally called, Don't Feel the Story, Believe It. It's about like the two versions of yourself that are fighting for control. The one that has the habits that you want to break, and then the new powerful one that wants to come in and wants to break those patterns, but they have to show up in a new way. And sorry if I get out of the camera a bit. I want to know why my shit's lagging so bad. I got a little screen. To like help me do this. But you know, it's kind of lagging. Oh, perfect. In that 3.5. So anyways, I was like, I need to stop doing this. Actually, what caused it was my best friend, Joey, texting me and be like, hey dude, are you okay? Like, actually okay? And I was like, haha, no, I am not. Why do you ask? He's like, your energy on the Snapchat has been different. Like, you're not being yourself. And I was like, that's because I slipped up and I've been dabbling in a little bit of drugs again. And we kind of talked it out, and I just like, I was on the, we'll just tell you what my drug of choice is. It's ketamine. And I was on it, and I was just like, I was actively on it, and we were talking about it, and I was just crying my eyes out because I'm like, holy shit, I am, sorry if I get emotional, I'm destroying my life again. That's never good to do. Because when you do the drugs and you ain't got control, you just gonna slip up, fuck your shit up again after all this work. And I did a I did a whole 365. No, I didn't do 65. I did 360 days sober. And then I caved and did it. And then I couldn't stop. And that's like the bad part, is that I could not stop. Oopsies. Well, we're here now. It's been 1 week since I stopped doing said drug. And I don't know, it's kind of easier than last time because like I'm just like, oh, okay, whatever, gotta stop. And I told the source of where I was getting them beans from. I was like, hey, don't sell me no more. I can't do this shit anymore. And yeah, then I went and told my parents, and they were like, we're here for you. You're probably more disappointed in yourself than us. But like, you know what you need to do, and we're glad that you reached out for help, because like, you know that this shit destroys your life. And yeah, I'm like, yeah, I literally thought that I could have control again, but I can't, because I am in fact an addict, which sucks. I wish I could be a normal person and regulate my drug use, but I in fact cannot. I love ketamine so much that I will let it destroy me if it has, you know, if I don't get that shit under control. So, all last year in 2025, I feel like I was like juggling, like I was on a tightrope, like I want to use, but I also don't want to use. So like I was smoking weed still, I was drinking a little bit of alcohol. But I feel like now I really want to put my foot down and be like, all right, full sobriety is what I have to do, in order to stay alive and, you know, not even just stay alive, just like stay on the right path. And you guys know, like, this 12-step series is literally about my whole past year journey of getting sober. And I remember I got to step 11 and it literally was like, oh, my past self, when making this prophetic ass series, kind of knew that she was going to relapse right around step 12 happening, or being painted. So like, that's why this whole series sometimes scares me, because I'm like, oh shit, I'm really prophetic with it, and it's kind of cool, but it's also like, oh shit, Joe, you cannot do drugs anymore. And I accept that. I surrender. I started going to meetings again. Well, I did 2 last week. I'm gonna try. This weekend I had an event in Philly, so I completely forgot about meetings. But I am going to try and do 90 in 90 days. Where did I put this? So I'm gonna try doing that again. So I have to do a meeting at some point today, which is okay. Look at my new diva. She's a Cyclops. And I want to make her yellow, but it's gonna really look like a minion. What do you guys think? Whatever. So yeah, like I was saying, like I know what I need to do. I know that I need to get back on my bullshit. It's not even bullshit. Get back on the highest path again, because I want to be my best self every day. And if I am doing ketamine every day, I just end up back at step 1. Let me show you guys step 1. My mom literally, like when I told her, she was like, bring out the first painting. Oh, I'm gonna cry. And she was like, look at it. How does that make you feel? God, that shit makes me feel like shit, because like being in that position hurts. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't. It really does not feel good. And I don't want to be on the ground and destroying my life anymore, because I don't deserve to do that to myself. I deserve better. I deserve so much better for myself. And it's funny because my mom said to my partner, which was kind of like out of pocket, but my mom said to my partner, was like, bro, like, what are you doing? You deserve better for yourself. And my partner was hung up on that yesterday. He was like, shit, I can't believe your mom said that to me. But it's like, it's true. Like, you don't want that in a significant other. Like, me being addicted to ketamine and on the beans every fucking day, but also he didn't know how bad that it was getting. He thought I still had control. I don't. I'm an addict. We don't got control. We gotta accept that we don't got control, and that's okay. So yeah, anyways, I have been procrastinating doing my vlog videos because I'm scared. I'm scared of using my voice. 1 second. Yeah, so I'm not scared of using my voice. I've just been like, no, I'm definitely scared, but we gotta fight it. Let me make sure this shit's clean. We gotta overcome, because nothing's gonna be perfect. And I am always thinking like, oh shit, I have to be perfect to show up for these people, but I don't. You guys are humans and you understand that nobody's perfect. And like, I'm sure the fuck hell not. Hell, what the fuck did I even just say? I sure as am hell not. And I don't ever want to come across as like I got it all together, because I definitely fucking don't. And that's just a fact. And that's just the truth of the matter. Sorry guys, brain is everywhere. I have to clean, but I have to also, not have to, I get to talk to y'all and be in front of this screen right now and open up and be vulnerable. Again, sorry if I leave the camera. I'm still gonna try to yap. But this place is messy. And I got a painting to work on, which is step 12. Let me show you step 12 real quick. So I thought I didn't know what this one meant, but boop, 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 I found out what it means. And this is like my own 12 steps. This isn't completely aligned to the 12-step recovery program, which I have done. Turns out if you're not going to meetings all the time, you will relapse. And I sure did, babies. So step 11, which is the one right here, I started right when I relapsed, and I was like, oh shit, I know exactly what this piece means. It's about my relapse. And slay. Yeah, and then I ended up lapsing for 2 months. But we caught ourselves before it's too late. Before I decided to drain all my money that I'm saving for my gallery. Anyway, step 12, okay, hold on, let me rewind. Step 11, that piece is called Almost There, and it's like the higher self is literally comforting the lower self and being like, girl, you almost there. And I thought step 11 was like only a weekend. I was like, it's gonna be just a weekend thing. Like, I'll get my shit back together. I got control. Lies. Liar. She doesn't have control, and she never will, and that's okay. But I do have control over not doing it. And last year I did prove to myself that like I can say no. Anyways, back to step 12. That piece is called Welcome Home, and for like the past month and a half I've been like, well shit, what does this piece actually mean? Because I relapsed. I ain't home. I didn't get back to nothing about myself. Oh, it's because this is why. When you go to NA meetings, they always say the newcomer is the most important person in the room. True, because blah blah blah, whatever. I don't have to explain that. Anyways, the newcomer is the most important person in the room, and they always say welcome home when you come to an NA meeting, which is so true. And I went back to meetings last week, literally Tuesday, I reached out for help. Wednesday, I immediately went into a meeting. And they just always say, welcome home to the newcomer. And that's what I realized that this painting is about is, oh, hey, welcome back to yourself, because you realize that you don't have the control. So welcome back home, baby. Welcome back home. You made it. You can always find your way back. You can change your hair and you can change your clothes. You can change your mind. That's just the way it goes. Which is true. Miley was so right for that. She was so fucking right. So yeah. I guess this video is about me not only getting back to myself, but also just like explaining what's been going on while cleaning my studio, clearly. For the past 2 months, I felt like I haven't been able to even talk about my recovery journey because I was in active addiction. Like, who's gonna be honest about their journey when they're in active addiction? They're not gonna talk about it, you know? I was hiding, I was being secretive, I was lying. I was not only hurting myself, but I was hurting others by doing this because turns out people can tell when you're back in addiction because you're not yourself. Surprise, guys! Your people who love you around you can tell, in fact. But like, what's cool is that like they always got your back and they know you're human and they are gonna be there for you. So yeah, that's really cool. So anyways, just to like celebrate the journey that I am back on of getting back to my best self, I decided to make this vlog because, again, like I was saying in the beginning, I've been wanting to vlog again, but I always keep on thinking that it's gotta be perfect. Y'all, I'm a little bit of a mess. And I think that's why y'all like me, though. I think that's why y'all like me, though, because I am always honest in my videos, like, this shit ain't fucking butterflies and rainbows. But it is butterflies and rainbows now. And it's like, low-key, I be wanting to, no, I don't even think so. Like, I don't know, when my brain said no more, my brain was like, okay, no more. We gonna listen, we gonna abide by that. We're gonna respect ourselves again. Because I deserve to treat myself and my vessel kindly. Like, I've been putting in so much work to the gym for the past 2 months. I've been like doing my cardio again. I've been eating healthy again. For me, just to like almost fuck that up because I was using, kind of sucks. Like, I've been putting in all this work and then like I wasn't putting in the work with the recovery wise. But anyways, now we're back. Now we're back locked in. We're good again. I feel good. I feel pretty good. Not gonna lie. What is there to lie about anymore? Because I'm not doing drugs. So yeah. I'm done talking about the recovery now. Anyways, let me update y'all on everything that's been going on other than that, because that was the most significant thing that was happening. Other than that, I did 3 World Oddity events this month, the month of March, and Pittsburgh did not go well. I was kind of hidden in the back corner. Richmond did super fucking well. I sold 2 divas. I was very happy, made a lot of money. And then Philadelphia this weekend, which I lost the most on because like my expenses were high up there. I'm gonna be real. My expenses were $1,000. I only made $350. Yikes! I got bills to pay. Why this shit like this? It's okay. I was in a horrible spot again. Lesson learned, stop asking to be put against a wall because unlike Richmond, I was like, let me be put against a wall to see if I get electricity. Being against the wall in Richmond means you're right at the entrance of the convention. Being at the wall in Pittsburgh and Philadelphia means you are in the back of the convention. So next year, if I'm going to do those events again, I will have to probably just write in the notes, like, let me be at the front, please, because these ones are bad. And hopefully, homegirl will put me in said spot. But you know, it's all a gamble. So yeah, but a lot of people were exposed to the divas in my art, which I am very grateful for. I can't control like who buys the art, but like in Richmond, I sold like 50 lighters. I think I sold like, I'd have to actually look at my data sheet. Glitter fucking everywhere, because of these divas. But I think I only sold like 20 in Philly, which like all my other vendor friends were saying that they were having a horrible time too. It just seems like Philly was not spending money, but it's like, understandably so. Gas is literally $4 to $5 right now. That ain't cool. Nobody wants to spend money when gas is that fucking expensive. I understand. But I think I'm definitely going to do more events in Richmond because I know Richmond loves me, and it's only an hour and a half away from me. Instead of 5 to 3 hours, which Pittsburgh and Philly were that far from me. So, you know, oh, we got clay stuck in here. Excuse me. So yeah. Probably won't be doing any more Philly events or Pennsylvania events because like that kind of just rubbed me the wrong way. I don't like losing and that shit hurts. But I'm sure that's for everyone. Nobody likes losing. Nobody likes taking an L. But you know, it happens. It happens sometimes. I got all these portals that I am not a fan of that I need to either put on sale or redo. So I might redo them, I might not. They might just be sitting there for a while until I'm like, oh, I ran out of canvases. This is kind of just talking to the camera, talking to y'all. This has been kind of therapeutic because I feel like I've been lying to you guys by not speaking my truth. And I'm glad that I started the camera because at first I was like, oh shit, I'm scared. But you know, you rip the Band-Aid off and then it's fucking like easy to talk to people again. Talk to the camera again. Especially when you're doing something mindless like cleaning. I'm proud of myself though. Very proud of myself. These are the Cyclops teeth. Gotta put those in a little spot. Oh yeah, what else has happened? I have a beautiful, loving partner that I love, to be honest. He showed up into my life in like end of January and treats me like a princess, and I deserve that so much. And he's been there for me. Treating me right, treating me good, not being a bum. And I don't know, I'm very grateful he's in my life and shit, because like, you know, love makes everybody feel good. Love makes everybody feel good. He's gone with me to the Philly or the Pennsylvania expos and kept me company, and he was on it. He's like, girl, this shit is boring. Like, yeah, just sitting there selling your art, my art at least. It is quite boring, I'm not gonna lie. But you kind of get used to it. And honestly, World Oddity Expos, those are long ass shifts. Like, those aren't fun shifts to do. Like 9 hours of selling your art. Whew, shoo-wee. That shit's exhausting. I think I'm gonna start making ACEOs. They're trading cards, and I don't know. I know a lot of people like the portals and stuff, and I really like the portals and stuff. So I think I'm gonna start doing that, or like my little miniature paintings. Like, yeah, I like these, but also, I don't know. I have a friend on TikTok who said she made like $8 grand last week selling her art, and I'm like, holy shit, I'm not doing enough online. To be frank and honest, and I don't know, online shit scares me because I don't know how to put, I don't know how to wrap up all this awesomeness and amazingness into one video, but then I'm like, oh wait, I don't have to do it all in one video, because if you're here for the journey, you're going to be seeing multiple videos. And I think I'm a pretty cool cat, if I don't say so myself. So yeah, I think I'm done yapping. I appreciate you for staying and watching this video and listening to me yap. And talk about what's been going on in my life. I might show you guys what the studio looks like when it's all clean. Otherwise, thank you for being here. Thank you for being on my journey. I'm sorry if I disappointed anyone by relapsing, but I feel like it was a good lesson I had to learn, because like, girl, I really do not need them drugs in my body no more. I don't need it no more. I don't want it no more. And I feel like a part of me was still like, oh, well, fuck it. I'm just going to make it to a year and then fucking start doing drugs again, which I did do, and realized, oh shit, I can't do that. I cannot do that, guys. And that's okay. You realize what you can and cannot do, and then you restart. You recover. You redo. I need to do like a deep clean of my studio at some point, but I'm also a lazy motherfucker. But in order for me to even start working on my 12 steps again, this place has got to be clean, or else energy is stagnant, and I cannot do anything when the energy is stagnant because it's too overwhelmingly disgusting in here. Sometimes I look at shit and I'm like, what do I even do with this? But yeah. Let's see. Let me just list off the things that I know I have to do. I gotta update everything on my website. Oh yeah, if you guys want to support me at all and buy some art, I got a ton of art online. I have those miniature paintings that I showed the other day. I got lighters. I don't think my lighters are updated though. I'm gonna have to redo that. And again, I think I'm gonna do the ACEOs, which are trading cards, soon. I have divas that I gotta put up. But other than that, I am working on my step 12 painting this week. And then I need to start going to all the past paintings that I've been doing, that I did for the past year, and touch up the little 5% that I did not do yet. And make those like final for my gallery. Because my debut gallery, Duality, is in July 9th through 12th. But the opening night is July 10th in Richmond, Virginia. So if you want to come see what I've been putting my whole pussy into for the past year, and hear the story from me, myself, and I would love to see you in Richmond this summer. And we can kiki it up. It's going to be an immersive gallery. It's going to have my portalism. It'll have the past 5 years of my art that I've made. It'll have the 12 steps in this big, beautiful white room. And the portalism and the hallway with the past 5 years of work will have color-changing lights. So yeah, I'm really excited. I love you guys. Thank you for stopping by and listening to me yap, because I've been scared to do this. Hopefully I can make this a weekly thing, because there's no reason why I cannot update you each week, even if I update you throughout the week and then put all those videos together. This is just a main update to that. So yeah, okay. Bye-bye.